sex for females only. What's the book about?
My book is really a history of what happened to women over the last 3,000 to 4,000 years. I find that at present, in our present sociology, we have lots of people think there's a big difference between the way that men and women treat each other at present. It's gender inequality, and there's a lot of crying in that particular area. But my real reason for looking at this is to look at the problem which has not changed over those 3,000 to 4,000 years. Men are big and strong and dominant, and were like that when 3,000 or 4,000 years ago, and women were small and rather passive. So they pushed the women around and said, you must do this or that. And the main reason that they had women in their society was to look after the men, to be really a servant to them. They were subjected to these people, but they also provided sexual opportunity for the men, and the men wanted to have male infants born to follow them. So that started thousands of years ago, and followed, and women were being taught that they had to follow those rather passive approaches. There's very little difference even now in our present century. We find that a lot of men think that they're stronger and better and should have a more dominant role in the household. And the end result is a lot of conflict. Sometimes women are beaten up. Sometimes women are actually killed by their partner because she's not following what he wants. So life hasn't really changed, and all the problems are still there. I'm trying in the book to bring the thought that the discrepancy, the dissonance which occurs between men and women at present really has been exactly the same for the last 4,000 or 5,000 years. And that's what I'm talking about in the book.